Once upon a time, in a great empire, there was an empress named Shian. Her husband, the emperor, died when he was very young, leaving behind a 4-year-old son, the new prince. Since the prince was too young to rule, Empress Shian became the regent, the ruler of the empire, until her son grew up. But she ruled with fear and power. She was known as a cruel and brutal empress. Anyone who stood against her was quickly removed from the royal court, either banished or killed. She made sure that no one would ever challenge her. In a nearby temple lived a young monk named Shian. He was known not only for his deep wisdom, but also for his striking beauty. His peaceful presence and kindness drew many to the temple, including Empress Shian. Whenever she visited the temple to pray, monk Shian would attend to her. There was something about him that made her feel different, something she hadn't felt in a long time. At first, their meetings were pure and respectful. But soon, their conversations grew longer. Empress Shian, lonely in her palace, began to feel an attraction to the monk. Shian, though dedicated to his temple, found himself drawn to her as well. Despite knowing the risks, they began a secret affair, hidden from the eyes of the empire. They met in dark corners of the palace, in secret rooms, far away from the prying eyes of the court. The empress, 10 years older than the monk, was fierce, powerful, and unstoppable. Monk Shian, though conflicted, could not resist her. Their love was forbidden, and they knew, if anyone found out, the consequences would be deadly. But their hearts overpowered their minds. One day, the empress discovered she was pregnant. This was both a moment of joy and fear. She knew, if anyone found out, it would be the end for both of them. But fate was cruel, and soon after, she had a miscarriage. The pain was great, but the fear was even greater. Some of the palace maids and ladies-in-waiting had learned about the affair. They had noticed her meetings with the monk, her changes in behavior, and the secretive nature of their relationship. Afraid of what might happen if the secret got out, Empress Shian ordered the maids and court ladies, who knew, to be killed. One by one, they disappeared. But one maid escaped and ran far away, carrying the deadly secret with her. Soon, rumors of the empress's affair spread across the empire. Her enemies, who had been waiting for a chance to take her down, grew bolder. They whispered in dark halls, made secret alliances, and prepared to strike. The empress did not know how much danger she was in. Her enemies captured monk Shian and brought him before the royal court. The room was filled with powerful people who hated the empress and wanted to see her fall. Shian was dragged in, beaten and bruised, but still handsome and noble. In front of everyone, he confessed. He told the court about his secret love affair with the empress. He spoke of their forbidden love, their secret meetings, and the child they had lost. The empress was furious, but she was also heartbroken. She had loved Shian, and now, because of their love, her empire was crumbling. The court used Shian's confession as the final proof they needed. Empress Shian was quickly deposed and stripped of her power. The grandmother of the young prince, the emperor's mother, took over as regent. She had always hated Shian's brutal rule, and now she had her revenge. The empress was sentenced to death. On the day of her execution, she was led through the streets, once a mighty ruler, now a prisoner. The people, once afraid of her, watched in silence. Some pitied her, while others were glad to see her fall. But none knew the true depth of her sorrow. As the sword fell, the empire moved on, but the story of the empress and the monk lived on. Their love was forbidden, and their ending was tragic, but it was a tale that would never be forgotten. The empress, who once ruled with an iron fist, had fallen for a monk, and in the end, they both paid the price for their love.